Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Minnesota's offense comes on the field first today. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out. Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And then first down, right back to the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Caught on the outside. It's Taylor.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Brosmer. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. The Golden Gophers will send their punt team onto the field. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll run it with the draw play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. Punt team ready to boot it away.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
And they've got the returner corralled. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Brosmer. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. They'll give it to the back. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back do just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And the Golden Gophers have 1st and 10 here. Gonna run it. It's Taylor.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it to the back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? To the air, it's Brosmer. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
The Golden Gophers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Trying to run it. It's Taylor. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. They look to throw it here on second down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
With 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down after that previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Crucial third down play after that completion. It's a draw play. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
But the timing and the fake on this play was so good, you almost think it's the magic whack, right? The magician is showing you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's creating an illusion, and the illusion was that they're going to throw the football. It looked like a pass play, but instead, they turned it into a draw. The offensive linemen were able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game. That's why they picked up big yards in the second.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Vandegrift. Short connection to the tight end here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And completion makes it second and short. Dropping back, it's Brosmer. He's on the run, launches deep. He makes the grab. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
That completion makes it second and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught on the outside. It's Jackson. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Incompletion makes it second down. Looking to pass. It's Brosmer. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab. A chance to score. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the left side. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Pass caught. Second down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback. And you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it can be pick 6 going the other way.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Back to throw. It's Vandegrift. Receiver makes the catch. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. So clearly the offense content to take this lead into halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. To the air, it's Vandegrift. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
1st and 10 play coming up. Single back, takes the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Good misdirection play right here. A lot of coordinators around the country like to throw that play in there just to kind of keep the defense guessing.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, gets the first down in the process.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Vandegrift. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. The field goal is good.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. A change of direction. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Same tailback, another carry. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
When the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to pass. It's Brosmer. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Here's the 2nd down play. Using his legs, it's Taylor. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And it's Minnesota in front here, Kirk. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. Pretty good chance it's going to come down to the final possession. Which guy can step up and make plays as we head to the 4th quarter. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
That's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
And the Golden Gophers will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Ball handed off. Here's the jet sweep. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's the key to this defense right now. Great job against the jet sweep of staying out wide and not giving that receiver much room at all.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Vandegrift. It's a quick grab. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Can he make it to the marker? Looks like Kentucky will have the 1st down.
Nice 1st down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice 1st down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. To throw, it's Vandegrift. Looks like he's going to run it. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. And he's swarmed by the pass rush, a sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The linebacker shifting around now. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback still with the football. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
The Golden Gophers will have 1st and 10 here. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? It's a run. Running back's got it. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable able to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. They're going to run it. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance. He missed it. And the lead remains at 4 after the miss.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. And that'll do it. We have a national champion.